Let's move on to a little bit the off the field stuff.
Okay.
You want to start at Penn State or you want to start off in Europe? Like what?
You started at Penn State.
Yeah. What was off the field like at Penn State?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of cool, you know, going to school and, you know, some people recognize you, especially from high school, where you kind of go around and people will know you in high school, but you got people out there, like you got college kids, like telling you stats about you in high school. You like, what? Like, how you know all that stuff? Like, I didn't know all that stuff. So, like, that was kind of cool to see that and to experience that. But again, sometimes that can go to your head. It's like, oh, man, like, these people out here, they know who I am, blah, blah, blah. So that can sometimes get you caught up. But, I mean, off the field, it was nice. I mean, there's at University Park, it's pretty much, that's it. So you're not like at it's a college town. Yeah. So, like, everything is happening there. You got to drive 2-3 hours to get to like a nearest city. Yeah. So so that means everyone's coming there. Mm-hmm. So you meet like, you know, some nice people. Obviously the party scene was nice, and just the atmosphere around like football was just nice. Yeah. You know, it's like I didn't really feel like there were any like a lot of negative people, but there were some people that would let you know like if you played bad, like. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like they didn't know who you were. Like, it was, why you dropped that? You like, oh, damn, all right.
Hey, you in the cafeteria at school, be like, oh, that's a dude that can't catch.
Bro, swear, like, they'll let you know. Yeah. I mean, they weren't booing, but, like, even sometimes, or if you just scored, they'd be like, oh, he scored today, bro, let him in. It'd be stuff like that.
What, you talking about at the club?
No, like the frats and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't old enough to get in, so we had to go to the frat houses. But they'd be like, oh, yeah, you scored today, boom, boom. And there was one against Indiana, actually. I remember that day. I scored like a touchdown. That was my freshman year. Yeah. And like, hey, this Brent, he just scored, bro. Let him in. So I'm letting in, and they're like, my boys behind me. They're like, oh yeah. I'm like, they with me. They're like, all right, cool. So we all going. We just deep. Oh wait. So
when the party scene that y'all experienced at Penn State, it was more like house parties in like the dorms, or because if it's a small town, they probably didn't have like a bunch of clubs or bars.
I mean, I'll say small town. They had clubs there, but like we weren't going to there. We were going to frat houses. Yeah. And the frat houses are big. So think about like the typical like movie scene frat house.
Like
Blue Mountain State, stuff like that.
To the goat house.
It wasn't like, well, dude, eventually, bro, we actually had my junior year or sophomore year, some of the football guys actually ended up getting a frat house. Yeah. So like they would throw parties there all the time. Yeah. So that was easy. Once we had that, it was so much easier because then everyone wanted to go there. Yeah. The issue why a lot of the frat houses didn't let us in because the girls would, no, I was black. The girls just would gravitate towards the football players. So they I know. So like they didn't really want us to get in there, and they especially knew that when we went in there, if one of us went in, all of us was getting in. So like they already knew it was like, man, about 50 people about to show up right now if we let this guy in. They let us in. We be sneaking them in, bro. We ain't care. Yeah. Everybody can get in.
Yeah, cause they ain't gonna fight you. You know what I mean?
No, they tried one. I mean, not when I was there. Actually, no, there was one time. We'll talk about that later. Or we want to talk about it now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so it was one time, bro. It was one time. It was this frat called SAE. I'm not even sure if they're there anymore. Mm-hmm. It was after we were coming back. So it was me, my boy Brandon Hackenberg, who's the brother of Christian Hackenberg, and my best friend, Jake Cooper.
Okay.
So we're coming back from some other frat. It's snowing. And you know, like you got the drunk blanket. So I had like a little...
The drunk blanket?
Drunk blanket. You ain't never heard of that?
You said drunk blanket?
Drunk blanket. So like when you walk up, pretty much... This will be it. That'll be an interesting clip right there. Yeah. It's right here.
You drunk?
I might be drunk right now. Just kidding. So drunk blanket is pretty much when you go outside and it's cold and you don't really feel anything. It's like you're just normal. So I had on a vest. Yeah. And with no shirt on it. I don't know if I had a shirt. I don't know if I went out with a shirt. I don't even remember. I just know I came back. And my friend was like, yo, let me take your vest real quick. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So he takes it. He sneaks into the frat called SAE and they close the door. Yeah. So him and my boy are both in there. Yeah. So I'm like, but I didn't get in. They closed the door like, yo, you're not getting in. I'm like, bro. This dude, I'm like, my friend has my jacket. He's in there. Like, I need my jacket. I'm gonna go home. He's like, you ain't getting your jacket. So I'm like, hold up. I said, my jacket's inside. I said, maybe you didn't hear me. My jacket's inside, and I'm gonna go in and get my jacket. He's like, no, you're not. I was like, I don't think you heard me. Bro, he opens up that door. He yells, 5 apples. Like, you know, like, he yells, 5 apples, right? Like that.
It's a code word for something?
Bro, they came out deep. I'm talking about like 15, 20 of the frat dudes came out, like all out. And so it's me.
Yeah.
And again, remember, this is probably sophomore. I'm probably 160 at this point.
Yeah.
15, 20 frat guys. I mean, not like they weren't like this, but I mean, it's just too many of them. I'm drunk. I tell, then my friend Coop comes out, and then Brandon come out. I'm tweaking at this point. I'm like, y'all really got me out here with these people, and y'all in there chilling. And they're like, no. They're like, bro, chill. I'm like, no, bro. Like, if they want to do this, I said, let's call the team then. They're like, nah, bro, we can't do that. Let's go home. So we ended up going home that time, but there was another time when I wasn't there, and they ended up actually
At the same spot.
Nah, this was a different frat house, Dekai, and them boys in the parking lot. Pow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
All right, but when you talk about these frats, was it like the Qs? They had Qs at Penn State? Like the Qs, the Alpha, the Cap? I don't know.
No.
So it was just like them little typical white boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember any. I'm not saying we didn't have black fraternities, but if they did, they didn't necessarily have a house. I don't remember.
Yeah, and the frat guys, cause I already know how the vibe is when you was like, if the ballers get in there, you know what I mean, it's a wrap because y'all many superstars on campus, and the girls definitely want to be at the ball. Yeah, cause even at my little school, I mean not that school is little, but you know how it goes when you're an athlete at a university basketball. I mean it's groupies for basketball players. They probably got groupies for soccer players. I mean they did at my school too, but in the States nobody really care about soccer when it comes to like university sports. It's only basketball, football, basketball.
Maybe baseball.
Yeah.
Depending, maybe baseball.
I don't know what it is in Penn State, but at Penn State, you know, I'm a big fan of wrestling. You know, wrestling.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
They got a really good wrestling program at Penn State. But that lifestyle, you know, like off the field, like when you was there, like was the shorties maybe not towards you because you're not like Saquon Barkley, you know what I'm saying? Nah, but what they was like looking in there like, oh yeah, that's him. Like yeah, us three, come on. Were they just flocking to y'all directly, or?
So at the frat houses, sometimes that they would know, but mainly you would see that when it was like out of season. So a lot of you see that more out of season when we would have we would call them day longs. So it's like springtime. So like around the spring game, around that time, where we could go out on Saturdays. Because you remember, we were mostly going out after the game. Yeah. So depending on the game, versus there, Saturdays are free. Everyone's drinking. You go out. That's when you would kind of see, because the lights are on, everyone can see, so they know that you're playing football. And then, I mean, you didn't really have to play, to be honest.
Yeah.
Play football. As long as you're on
the team, you had the Penn State bag, and you had the number.
You chilling.
Yeah.
You chilling. They're like, oh, you play? I do.
Yeah.
That was it. That was raps at that point. That's why they didn't really want us in because again, people that didn't play was getting girls or whatever, because
that's a bonus. Like once you get on a team at any university, you Gucci.
You chilling. Especially football, bro.
That's like your own frat right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
But any other stories about off the field at Penn State? Now let's just go ahead and move on to Europe. Let's move on to Europe because I know some things you can't talk about. Nah, but all right, the off the field lifestyle, you talked about it in Penn State. Like, how would you compare some of the off the field lifestyle? I mean, and everything don't got to be like party and things like that. Mm-hmm. It can be like other stuff, like team bonding things that you guys did out here.
I mean, out here, nobody knows what football is. Like, they just don't know. They're like, oh, there's a football team and they live in Berlin. There's a football team in Berlin? Yeah, how long? 5, 6 years? Maybe even longer. They have no idea it exists. So, like, you go from being home where everyone, like, knows what football is, and you come out here, and they don't really know what football is. And you have to explain to them what the rules are, what this is. They're like, oh, okay, you play football? Okay, cool. You know, nice to see you. And you just kind of walk away, which is very different and weird for me.
Like, oh, he played that weird football.
Yeah, the weird football. Like, you don't play soccer, because they like worship soccer out here, man. Like, that's like you can do no wrong. You play soccer.
Yeah, for sure.
And so it's different, like seeing the switch of the sport out here. But in terms of lifestyle, I think like the one thing that I like and the one thing that I think is very cool about being out here and going and playing in Europe I would say the demand is obviously not as high as it is in the U.S. in terms of like college and stuff like that, but you also get an experience. I think the experience for me is what kept drawing me back out to keep playing football out here in Europe, is because I get to go to places I've never been. I'm also meeting people like you who I would have never met if I just stayed at home, right? And there's other people that I've met, like good people, that if I ever came back to Spain, I know I got a place. Someone would be like, yo, you here? If I came to Finland, you'd be like, yo, you trying to slide? Sure. Or it's like, I go to Germany. There's people like, so you meet a lot of different people, but you also, I think, learn a lot about different cultures, which I think gives you a different view on life versus if you just stay in the U.S., you're very limited on what you see and what you could potentially know or learn.
Yeah. Because I remember when I first came out to Europe, and there was a guy named Josh Hartigan. Hopefully, I mean, it's been so long. I've been out here for a break. I'm a seasoned vet out here. And I got lucky too, because I went to a really good team. We won a championship my first year. But anyways, he was telling me, because when you get the first offer, the money kind of low. You be like, hold up, man. Like, I was getting more than this when I was in college. You know what I mean? But he was talking about just the experience that you get. It's something that you get to put in your resume. It's like, you don't got to play out in Europe for many, many years if you don't want to, but just the experience you get to travel to another country for free and get to live out here, have this lifestyle, get introduced to a whole different culture, the food, languages, and then as an American, like one thing that kind of connect is like you being American, like in the Nordics, especially in Sweden, they so fascinated with you being American. Like, why what you doing here? Like, and they just love that you just out in their country and just so shocked. And they like, yeah, I want to come to a game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then now you got, but also a little bit different experience. Like, I was in like the smaller towns in some cities, they know about your team. So they're like, oh, he's a Crusader, or like where I'm at now, oh yeah, he plays in the Royals. Don't leave them guys alone, you know what I mean? They build up some of those vibes in some places that I've been to.